Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. We are going to talk about Frankie Edgar versus Dominick Cruz at 135 pounds bantamweight. This is one I've never really thought about. We all probably thought this one could never happen, but here we are. Frankie Edgar is in the bantamweight division. He did win his first fight at 135 pounds. Who could be his next opponent? Well, that's what we're here for and what we're going to talk about. Now, Dominick Cruz is on a little slump. He's lost 2 fights back to back. Before these losses, he was on a hell of a run. He didn't lose a fight from 2008 to 2016, and we're talking about some pretty impressive wins. But he dropped a unanimous decision to Cody Garbrandt and a TKO loss to Henry Cejudo. Frankie Edgar, of course, won his last fight against Pedro Munhoz. Prior to that win, Edgar himself has been on a pretty big slump. Very spotty record, wins and losses. So to start over, to start fresh, Edgar dropped to 135 pounds, and it looks like so far it's been a good move. His last fight was very close, split decision, but a win is a win. So how would a match between Dominick Cruz and Frankie Edgar possibly play out? Well, I gotta say guys, this is an amazing fight. A true legends match, super treat for the fans. Regardless if these guys are at their absolute peak and prime, I think it'll still be a freaking awesome fight. They are so well evenly matched. I mean, let's talk about the wrestling and grappling. Dominick Cruz is no slouch in wrestling or grappling. He is super knowledgeable in all aspects of martial arts. And you could pretty much say the same about Frankie Edgar. Frankie has some pretty damn solid wrestling for mixed martial arts. So I think in the wrestling and the grappling department, they pretty much might cancel themselves. If I had to give an edge in the pure wrestling, and you guys might disagree, but I give the slight edge to Frankie Edgar. As far as the striking, Frankie Edgar, in my opinion, the more cleaner, technical striking, better hands in that sense than Dominick Cruz. But Dom is super crafty. He throws punches at weird angles, he has some pretty tricky counters, and he throws with a lot of force. He often wings those punches, and it's not like Cruz is known to be a knockout artist. He has 7 knockouts out of his 22 wins, but when he lands, it does hurt you and stun you, because he throws a lot of his weight into those shots. Frankie is a volume striker. He does throw kicks, an occasional leg kick, spinning back kicks, sometimes he'll throw a high kick, but his bread and butter is definitely his hands, the boxing. And technically, I do think that Frankie Edgar is superior to Dominick Cruz, at least with the hands. Now, we did see Dominick Cruz have issues with a more boxer style, a technical style in Cody Garbrandt. He might have issues with Frankie Edgar for the same reasons, but the thing is with Garbrandt, is that Garbrandt has a lot of power. So the shots he landed on Cruz, I think would have more effect than the shots that Edgar would land on him. Not to say that Frankie can't knock you out, because he can and he has, and all it takes is a punch right on the button to turn your lights out. Sometimes you don't have to hit hard, you can just be really precise with the same results. So if I had to give the edge in stand-up, there are a lot of factors at play, and it's kind of layered. In the power, because Cruz throws with a lot of force, wings those shots, he might have Frankie in the power. But in the technical sense, definitely would give the edge to Frankie. Footwork, they both have phenomenal footwork. Frankie's a more in and out style. He attacks, he moves, he gets out of the way in more conventional directions and movements. Cruz kind of has more of a funky style. He's very herky-jerky, unconventional movements. He ducks a lot, really leans hard, which does get him out of the way of big shots and counters, but at the same time throws him a little bit off balance, and he can leave himself a little bit vulnerable to counters. We saw Garbrandt take advantage of that beautifully. Cardio and conditioning, I'm gonna say pretty much even. I can't say that I've ever seen Dominick Cruz run out of gas, and the same for Frankie Edgar. They both go from the sound of the bell until the end. Very conditioned guys. Heart and toughness, same, equal. Both of these guys are as tough as they come with a great will to win. So ultimately, who do I have winning this fight? I think it's super close. I think both of these guys are at similar points in their career. Maybe Dom's a little bit sharper, a little closer to his prime. Dom is 35. I think he's been in way less wars, taken less damage. Frankie's 38 right now, and he's taken a lot of damage in his career. I might lean towards Dominick Cruz for that reason. But it's such a close fight. For me, it's like a 51-49 ratio. Almost a toss-up gimme fight. These guys again are so evenly matched and at similar points in their career in my opinion. I think Dom is a little bit more fresher, more durable. He did get caught in his last fight against Cejudo, but I think anybody could be caught like that. It's not like Dom is on a string of knockouts either. So if this fight were to go down, I think Frankie would pepper Dom with some shots throughout the fight. Cruz would land, do more damage. I think hurt Frankie a little bit more than Frankie would hurt Cruz. Dom I think is tough enough and durable enough to take Frankie's 2 or 3 and land one of his looping overhands or hooks. I don't think the movement's going to give Edgar too much issues because he's really fast and he moves phenomenally himself. This is the fight I would love to see, guys. It's really a true Legends match, so close. But you guys let me know in the comment section, who do you think will win and why? Would you like to see this matchup? Thanks for watching the segment, guys. If you enjoyed it and this is your first time at the channel, consider hitting that subscribe button. Appreciate it to the max. Like and share. And until the next segment, guys, you all take care.